Window, it's gonna get hot. All right, full rich, full prop. Flaps are up and secured. The trim is set. We're on the correct tank. Over tower.
That communication?
What's that? Yeah, this is radio 1, and this stack is radio 2.
Right.
So I've got the weather and ground on the radio 2, and then I've got tower on radio 1. So that way you can have up to 4 channels loaded, and then you can switch back and forth without having to actually change the number. Concord Tower 39 Mike's ready for 2. Radio 2, 39 Mike.
Bonanza 39 Mike, right turn out to the east approved, runway 2 clear for takeoff.
Clear, takeoff 2, 39 Mike, turn out to the east approved.
Upjet 665, contact Charlotte departure, great day.
Departure, upland 665, see you next time.
All right, watching for airspeed. 80. Well, we just got to make sure we get something. That is weird, we're not getting airspeed. There it is, airspeed's alive. Center line, full power. Right rudder and try to stay on the center line. Clean the mixture a little bit. All right, 45, 50, 60. We got a lot of fuel, so it's a little sluggish. 70,
runway 2 Charlie, clear for takeoff, and you proceed on course to the southeast. The Bonanza that's rolling is going
positive rate, gears coming up.
Hey, Charlie approved, clear for takeoff runway 2 and cleared on course 315 Mike 5 seconds.
All right, gears up, it's confirmed up, okay. Now when this time of year when the weather's warm and a lot of fuel, you can feel how heavy the plane.
Really?
Once the gear comes up, it's better, but
Right.
like in the cold when it's light, it'll just pop up off the runway. But
okay.
yeah, I can feel a difference. I didn't really used to be able to, but I can now.
Right.
All right, default nav is 100-degree heading. I didn't put that in. Too busy running my mouth. All right, 100-degree heading. All right, he said we can turn. I don't see any traffic, so we're gonna turn. That big tower out there is at Franklin Park. That's always one thing. It's off to the right.
Yep.
Might be behind you. See it?
Yeah, that's it.
That's the one thing you got to look out for when you leave east.
Okay. We come in by that and over the speedway coming in.
Yep. If you're coming in from the east, you got to. There's a big one near Mooresville too. You got to watch coming that way. But
I'm talking about Jason's tower.
yep, it's close to Jason.
Houses everywhere.
Yep. Well, the radio got quiet. I guess there's nobody else
Up there?
not leaving Concord yet. So that area over there, that big building, that's the Lilly plant where Chris Drum is working when he's in town.
Oh, is it?
It's a big pharmaceutical plant.
Okay. What part of the country is he in now?
He's either at Watkins Glen or Mid-Ohio.
Oh, okay.
He had a test at Watkins Glen, and then I think the IMSA race at Mid-Ohio, I think.
Right.
Busy week for sure.
Really?
Check.
Got down in his car, he got his fuel cells in.
Hold this closer, I can't hear you.
Get his fuel cells in?
You're going to have to hold it right on.
Okay. Did he get his fuel cells in?
I think they're done and on their way. I haven't heard from him this week, but last time I talked to him, I think they were
6909 Tango Concord Tower right now in runway 2.
They were basically finishing up.
Runway 2, 09 Tango.
All right. We're almost out of Concord's airspace, and actually we are out of Concord, but Let me get us on nothing so we don't have to listen to anybody. All right, jabbering. Watching we're almost out of the Charlotte. You can't really tell, but we're the different shelves of Charlotte. We're almost out of Charlotte, then I can climb on up a little higher.
Okay. Good day to go fly. Is this haze from the Canadian Fire?
It might be, or it might just be summer haze. I don't know.
Yeah.
Once you take flight controls, just keep us on this 100-degree heading. See that line?
Yep.
Just keep it there. Now we're going up a little bit, so push forward just a hair. Yeah.
Wrong way, right? No.
Yeah, no, that way.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Just keep going. Just
going down now.
Hold on, you're overdoing it just a little bit. Let's get back level.
Okay.
You gotta don't focus on this.
Right.
Focus on the horizon.
Oh, okay.
And just use that as a guide. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. Keep it level, but in that general direction.
Okay.
It'll be easier when we level off, but yeah. Yeah, level back off.
Say I'm going way over. Go ahead and fly.
Once we get level, let me get up a little higher.
Okay.
People are gonna think I'm up here drunk.
Yeah. What's our altitude?
Right now we're at 3,900.
Okay.
All right, pull the RPM back now that we getting up in the thin air.
All green on blue on your.
Yeah. So what? So this is our manifold pressure.
Yep.
So atmospheric is 30. So you've a naturally aspirated engine. When we took off, this gauge was up here.
Really?
So as we get higher, the air gets thinner, and once we get under 25, we can pull our RPM back. And I don't use this one, I use the digital, so we're at 2450.
Oh, okay.
So basically, like, once you get, like in a car, you don't want to be in overdrive at full throttle.
Right.
You want to be in overdrive at low power.
Right.
So once our power drops, I pull the RPM back with this knob, and so we're sort of like in overdrive.
Okay.
It is hazy, though. The clouds off in the distance, I wasn't expecting any clouds, but let me check, see what Stanley says. Clear below 12,000, that's weird. BQ1 weather, well, the closest one is, there's a few clouds, okay. Well, we might have to dodge some clouds.
Okay.
I don't think they're calling for, I checked it earlier, it's supposed to be beautiful. Well, if it's cloudy when I get there, we'll turn around.
Okay. Because we're going close to 49.
We're going, oh yeah, but that's not a problem.
That haze is pretty thick.
And there are flight restrictions on the 10th. Today's not the 10th, right? Okay, all right. I can see all this yellow circles. That's all military stuff. I'm like, what in the world's going on? But they're June 10th, so we should be good today. Want to make sure we weren't about to fly into a combat zone. Even a pretend combat zone.
Really?
Let me reset direct to our destination. Setting my heading bug. All right, shoot. All right, now we'll level off.
So those are the clouds you're talking about?
Yep. We'll probably be over them,
Okay.
which is fine as long as we can get back down through them.
Okay.
So Stanley County is coming up underneath us, and their airspace goes up to 3,100. So we don't even have to talk to them because we're above them. We're way above them. Trying to get your radios hissing a little bit. I think I got it now.
Good.
Well, still doing it. So the farmland I used to have, I still have a little bit. It's right over there. You can't really, you see that little lake?
Right.
Well, to the up and to the right just a little bit, there's sort of some dirt. Looks like a construction area. That used to be ours, part of it.
Oh, okay.
And then the big lake off in the distance, that's Lake Tillery.
Oh, okay.
And then this is Baden Lake. It's the same river, but this is Baden Lake, and that's Lake Tillery. So, I'm sweaty. A little bit. I didn't pull the plane out until you got there, so hopefully it's trying to not get too hot.
Right.
I don't know if you can see it, but that's Stanley Airport down to the left. Runs kind of diagonally, parallel to the lake.
Right.
Yeah, so that dirt field I was pointing, there's like two streets running parallel, and then there's dirt on the right and houses on the left. I don't know if you see that, but probably not. But we still got 22 acres there and then 15 acres right down the street.
Oh, okay.
I used to live down there somewhere.
Really?
Too high to really notice that. So.
What's that corner lot you're talking about, where you put it?
So it's down there. You see the highway that's kind of just in front of the wing?
Yep.
Well, down, it splits. Like past this
Oh,
first.
I see.
You see where it splits?
Yep.
It's that corner.
Okay.
So one road turns off to the left, and the other one tees off to the right. It's that corner lot. So
Okay.
that's a pretty little piece of land. Someday it'll be worth a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see your cut through.
Yeah.
Yep. Nice.
We used to have, behind that shopping center, that big build-up area there, we used to have 300 acres back there that the city bought for a business park. And that was like 12 years ago, and there's still nothing there.
Really?
They got the road in and some infrastructure, but it's still kind of a slow-growing area, so. All right, gauges are all still green, temperature's good, oil pressure's good, fuel flow's good. We are 14 minutes away according to that, so.
Okay.
Let's see what Montgomery County weather says. Well, they don't have weather either. Nobody's got weather.
Is that unusual?
Clear below 12,000. Okay, so it's just some little baby clouds. I have to stay about 2,000 feet away from the clouds since we're flying VFR, so as long as there's a hole we can cut through. Let me go up and fill up my radios.
Okay.
So they don't have a weather, they don't have a dedicated weather. So the electronic, I'm just going to go with that.
Final 17 District.
You just dialed into the frequency, right?
Yep, it's a post. The nearest airport is reporting 290 at 4, so the wind is from the northwest, and we want to lean into the west.
Okay.
So if you can see, let me make sure there's no traffic around. I think we're fine. So the wind is 29 this way, so we want to land on runway 31.
Okay.
So we're going to enter the pattern and circle and land.
Okay.
And I should be on, you've been with me enough, a lot of times there's more than one airport on the same frequency, so.
Oh, really?
So we want to listen and look for other traffic at that airport when the time comes. And the altitude there is 400 feet, so we want to be about 1,400 feet by the time we get there.
This is our ETA time, right?
That's how much time until we get there. If we just flew straight over the airport at this speed, that's how long. And normally, this is the kind of stuff that was very hard for me, but you learn over time. We're at 5,500 feet. We want to be at 1,500 feet by the time we get there. So that's 4,000 feet of difference. Normally, you want to descend about 500 feet per minute. So if you do the math, that means if we want to drop 4,000 feet, we want to do it in about 8 minutes. So when this gets down to about 8 minutes, that's when we'll start descending at a comfortable, you know, we could go as fast or slow as we want to, but that's a comfortable, you know, if you're carrying passengers, you don't want to be going dive bombing into the airport.
Right, right.
Having trouble hearing everybody today. All right. Looks like the only airspace issues are on the 10th, so all this yellow and red is a little concerning.
Is this fog, clouds, or is this just...
Say that again?
Is this showing clouds, or is this...
No, the yellow is airspace restrictions, but they're not active now. I've got, you can turn on, that's not what I'm going to do. You can turn stuff like that on and off.
Okay.
And it's better to have it on because you don't want to accidentally fly into a, you know, military area or parachute jumping.
Right.
So it's just a visual warning.
Okay.
But it's not active today. Have you had either one? You haven't had either one of these, have you?
Oh,
okay. Have some water. This is a little runway, so cross your fingers. I've been here once.
Stage line traffic, 739.
You want it?
Zulu is left crosswind for runway 24, full stop. Stage length is traffic.
What highway is that?
Killer McConnell. Spearman 610. We're about 7 miles to the east at 1,700. Descending. We're going to enter a downwind. Runway 13 on the grass. Full stop. Killer McConnell.
All right, he's landing 13.
Zulu is downwind for runway 24, full stop. Stage line traffic.
I don't know why I can't hear very clearly. All right, there's our 8 minutes, so I'll turn off the altitude hold, pull the power back.
13 traffic says a 565, turning left, down 1, runway 35, crest 3.
Last time I came here, it was really busy, but it doesn't look busy from an airspace.
Right.
Not every plane has transponders, but
No.
so I've got the plane right now is flying itself, but we're descending at 700 feet per minute, 600 feet per minute.
Traffic 1790 Zulu is...
I use the trim wheel just to get the plane so that it's flying itself.
Runway 24.
The autopilot's still flying this way, but our plane doesn't have...
13 traffic says a 565, crossing midfield, down to left, down 117, crest 3.
That's probably US Highway number 1 coming up underneath us, one of those, which kind of runs from down towards the beach up towards Raleigh.
Traffic system 1790 Zulu is final for runway 24, full stop, stage line traffic.
Actually, one might be Highway 1 and one might be the new Interstate 74 or whatever it's called, that new interstate they've been slowly working on.
Okay.
Well, somebody else is landing there, so that's good. That means shouldn't be any military issues, but it's always good to have a second opinion.
Right.
See anything?
Nothing in particular.
There's another airport out here I flew over once. It's like a former airport that's not used anymore. But I flew over it once, and I was like, what in the world is that? And I finally had to look it up and, figure out what it was.
Okay.
It might be south of us. I'm not.
The military or?
I think it was like a former municipal airport, and they built a new one.
Traffic says a 565.
But I remember I flew right over it and saw it on my video, and I'm like, what in the world is that? And I went back. Actually, that new Motorsports park is out here somewhere that the Uwharrie.
Yeah.
I didn't really look ahead of time to.
Gilliam McConnell traffic, Skylane November 1442 Sierra is to the east, 9 miles out at 1,800 feet inbound for runway 13, full stop, Gilliam McConnell.
All right, so he's in front of us.
Richard traffic says 565, final for 17.
The other one's probably already landed.
Gilliam McConnell, Spearman 61 Sierra, we're about 3 miles to the east at 1,200. We're going to enter downwind, runway 13, in the grass.
Everybody's landing 13 today. The wind was supposed to be favoring 3-1. But it's not supposed to be windy, but... Yeah, I don't know why everybody's landing with a tailwind, but whatever. BQ1 traffic, Bonanza 8500 miles 11 to the east, inbound for full stop. Wow, my radio is just wonky today. Everything sounds off.
2900.
Boy, you're really loud. Say that again.
100.
We're getting there.
Okay.
Alright, I see a plane on the east side now on my map. People aren't talking very much.
Hearing now? Hear me now?
Yeah, it's just mild for some reason. I don't know. I don't know exactly why, but...
Am I loud?
On my end, you are.
Really?
Check.
Yo, McConnell, 761 there, entering the downwind, runway 134, stop in the grass. Yo, McConnell.
I wish the other plane would make a call.
That's the third line?
Well, that was the first one talking again. All right, we're basically at pattern altitude. BQ1 traffic, turn on Mike is 4 miles to the east. I guess we'll cross midfield and enter the left traffic for 13.
Okay.
Yo, McConnell, Chairman 610, making the final last call in the grass, 13. Yo, McConnell.
Baseline traffic, 739 Romeo Zulu departing to the northwest at 2500 and last call, baseline traffic.
Still 3 miles away, the airport's right there.
Oh, wow.
I should squeeze. We're going to cross it at a 90-degree angle, so.
Approaching traffic says 565, turning left cross runway 35 Chris Creek. Gilliam McConnell traffic, Skyline November 14420, 45 entry for left downwind, runway 13, Gilliam McConnell.
Okay. There's a steerman like Brian's landing. That could be him. I saw him take off, I think.
Approaching traffic says 565, turning left downwind, runway 35 Chris Creek.
Gilliam McConnell traffic, turn on Mike is crossing midfield to enter the left downwind for 13. Gilliam McConnell.
Gilliam McConnell, Skyline 14420, left downwind for 13, Gilliam McConnell.
I have you in sight in the downwind. All right, see that plane right there? See how close we are? Gilliam McConnell traffic, the plane crossing over midfield. I'm just going to make a very wide downwind entry behind the landing traffic.
Roger that, we'll get down as fast as we can.
Take your time. All right, so we have him in sight. If you want to help me keep an eye on him. Yep. All right, our airspeeds are all good.
Banking.
Yep, I just don't want to lose the airport either. It's such a small field.
It is.
Gilliam McConnell, 14420, turning final, 13, Gilliam McConnell.
All right, let's see. Green light, gears down.
Approaching traffic says 565, turning left base, runway 35 Chris Creek.
He's about down. I don't see him.
No, he's fine. Gilliam McConnell traffic, turn on Mike's turning left base for 13, Gilliam McConnell. All right, so gears down. All right, speed's good, flaps coming down. Trim for landing. I still have him in sight, over here. Gilliam McConnell traffic, turn on Mike's turning final for 13, Gilliam McConnell. All right, all we gotta do is land now. What could go wrong? Full rich, full prop. Put the plane back in low gear. And slow way down, because we want to We don't want to be fast.
Right.
All right, full prop gear is
Gears down.
down. All right, 89 knots. What I was thinking. There we go, 80 knots. A little more. They aren't always pretty on these little runways.
We got grass and everything.
Yeah. That's not Brian. Gotta use the brakes too.
Yeah, I'd imagine that. What's the thing about a 3,000 foot runway?
I think it's under 3. I can't remember the exact number. Gillum Connell traffic, General Mike's clear 13, Gillum Connell. Alrighty, that's only my second time here, and I've never landed that way, so.
Oh, okay.
Gillum McConnell, traffic,
Okay.
Cherokee 5
Think you
on
did
Bravo,
good.
taxi into runway 13 for takeoff. Gillum McConnell.
I think you did good.
It might be a real gas pump. I don't think so. It doesn't look too good.
I don't.
All right, watch your knees. That's all good.
Yeah.
There's a helicopter. Him on the other side.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna do an abbreviated run up here.
Big boy.
Where he goes. I'm going to go ahead and close the door so we can be ready to go.
Yep.
When the time comes, doors locked, windows locked. I don't know if he's actually going to land the pattern or if he's going to just come across and land. He's probably just going to come over here and land beside them, but I don't know. Put in our flight plan.
Ready for those military things first of the week.
Get in McConnell traffic. Guard 660 is holding short of runway 31. We see an airplane near the compass rose. You guys about to take off?
I was waiting on the landing helicopter, so yes, soon.
Yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait to come in for you to clear out, and we'll land in the sod right there on the other side of the taxiway.
All right, Bonanza 8500 Mike is taxiing to 31 and going to be departing 31 as quickly as possible.
You copy, no rush, sir.
When he said holding short, that's something you say on the ground. You hear that? He said he was holding short to land.
Right.
That's not a term I'm familiar with.
Few more down there.
Yep.
Temp good, oil pressure good, temp good.
Oil's going to be hot, but we're going to get it spun around as quickly as we can.
Okay.
That's a pretty cool view.
Yep.
All right, Gillum McConnell, Bonanza 8500 is departing 31. Going to be turning out to the west. All right, full rich. All right, make full RPM. Gauges are green. Let's go. Right rudder, center line, airspeed's alive. 40. 50. 60. And 70 rotate.
Good job.
All right. Positive rate, gears coming up. Trees are pretty low.
Gear up.
All right, gears up. Confirmed up. All right.
Haze is gone.
Say that again?
The haze is gone.
Yep.
All Gillian McConnell traffic, R660 is inbound. We'll be landing at this side, on the other side of Compass Rose.
When he was saying, I think he was saying guard, G-U-A-R-D. Right. And it sounded like he was saying archer.
Oh, okay.
Which is a kind of Cherokee.
Gillian McConnell, Skylane over 1442 here. Have traffic coming in. We'll wait till you guys get settled and landed, and we'll depart 3-1 here in a second. Alright, good copy, sir. I'm going to try to get down the ground as quickly as possible. Don't rush for me. I'm in no hurry.
I was in a hurry to get some airflow. It's probably open. You just got to point it so that you actually get something.
Right.
I hate I didn't put that racetrack on my map.
You put old racetrack near me?
Well, this is not Google, so.
Oh, okay.
I can put waypoints in manually, but I kind of need to do it ahead of time.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I can even get a street map without
Mission?
without internet.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll have to look for it sometime. So if that runway would have been shorter or trees at the end, we would have taken off with some flaps, and I would have climbed out really sharp. Because what you do is you'll use the inertia to hop up over the trees, and then you actually pitch over to get your airspeed back.
Right.
So you can't do it for long because you'll stall, but you can sort of do that. But I don't like
come up and then go like this.
The first time I went up to Boone, I did that, but I'm like, I didn't need to. So, you know, I don't want to.
Into the habit.
I'd rather save those tools when I really need them.
Right.
Right, well, we got plenty of time. I'm going to go ahead and power back a little, pull the RPM back. Yep, 2450.
Yep, I was looking at this right here.
And then I can lean the mixture out some and save some fuel. That's the other side.
Right. Still got all blue right there.
Yep. I usually get it.
Gillian McConnell traffic, Skylane
One or
number
two of them put the yellow.
1442 Sierra is back taxiing runway 31. Gillian McConnell.
Well, if that had been a pit stop, we would have won. We beat the Cessna.
Nice.
Yeah, I hated it. Think to put that place, that racetrack in here. We would have flown right over it, but I don't remember exactly where it is. I think it's up here for these railroad tracks. I don't know if you see those little hash lines. That's either a power line or a railroad tracks or something.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna detour if I don't know where I'm going. All right. Wonder what the winds. We don't have winds. If it's got weather, it'll tell us. There we go. So we don't want to go high because it just gets more headwind the higher we go. So we'll go to 4,500. It'll cool off a little more when we get some airspeed.
City traffic here, man. 86 Romeo Foxtrot is approximately 5 miles south-south.
Sarah Friend.
Well,
Go Park today.
trying to find a
Zoo Charlie Hotel.
frequency with nothing on it. So I guess you didn't go to your graduation, right?
Oh,
Well, I hate that, but seems like you didn't have a lot of choice.
Nope. Tell you more when we get on the ground. our ETA?
Yeah, but it'll shorten once we get up to speed a little more. We're still climbing, so we're not going.
What did you say, 4,500?
Yeah. So we're doing 118 knots now. But we're doing about 157 once we level off.
Further down the line for us, perhaps Chata. Thank you.
That's close enough.
Direct departure, Delta 290, thank you.
All right. Might have to dodge a few clouds. Some big ones off. Like there's a big one over there.
Right. Are they in a straight line or are they surrounding us?
Say that again?
Are they surrounding us or in a straight line?
I can't even see them, so there must not be much of anything.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we can pull up. I mean, we're not even showing anything.
All right, okay.
Yep, just some random clouds. Oh, here's the power line.
Oh, there's a airport right there.
What is that?
Airport.
Oh yeah, that's Montgomery County. I think the Motorsports park is back that way.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Let's make a quick circle.
Good.
I know it. See that power line right under us? If you look behind you, see that power line? Off to your way back. See that power line, that strip of...
Oh, yeah, now it is.
That Motorsports park is somewhere near that. So I'm just going to make a circle and follow it a few miles. We're kind of going that way anyway. I don't really think they've done anything except talk about it, but you never know. Trying to raise money.
Oh, you're talking about that new one?
Yeah, the Uwharrie. I think it's right in this area. That's why I'm having some deja vu. I'm going to go parallel to that power line a couple miles, and then we'll just turn around and fly over it. And then I can look on my video later.
Yeah, you got a better ride anyway.
Because I think from the road over there, there's a cut through, and it's somewhere near that power line. If you see anything down pretty steeply under us, it looks like they're doing a lot of work.
Not yet.
Swing to the left a little more.
That spot right there looks interesting.
I mean, yeah, It doesn't look like new clearing though, you know, it looks like that's been that way for a while, but there's a little bit of kind of
clearing right here.
Are they?
It's all fresh.
Okay. I'll be able to look at the flight track on the map once I get home. I just can't do it. I can't do it now without a. It's worth spending a few minutes. I might actually detour and go over to the farm on the way home too, since we're. I got time. I just have to be at the shop by 3:30. So. Definitely in the general vicinity, I just don't remember much else. I'll give it another minute or two and then we'll... You'd think with as much advertising as they've been doing, there'd be something by now. Right? That looks more like a quarry up there. Or, you know, well, let's get a little closer to that and then we'll turn around. You see that area?
Yeah, right there.
See what that looks like. I can't tell if that's active or if it's more like a quarry or a...
I think it's a quarry.
Alright, let's spin around and look for those power... Help me find those power lines. We should line up with them pretty good once we turn, but... I tried to be directly parallel to them, but...
Right.
Oh, I see them on my map. Yeah, they're going to be... This red line. Oh, the bug.
Northeast?
It's going to be coming up under us here in a second.
Okay.
I just, so far, don't see anything that looks like a racetrack. Oh, there, I see the power line.
There's power lines right here.
And we got to go right through that cloud. That's all right, don't tell anybody. We're over it. That looks like 500 feet to me.
Right.
Supposed to be 500 feet above, 1,000 feet. I'm sorry, 1,000 feet above, 500 feet above. Anyway, don't tell anybody. All right, we're gonna fly right down this power line for a few miles. So if it's near the power line, I should be able to find it in my video. I don't see anything.
Yeah.
Started up at 1590. You got any riders once ahead of us at 360?
With Google Earth, though, I can export this track into the map, and then I can see it on a real map. And then I can go back in the video and find it, so if there's anything happening, I'll know. And this power line actually takes us right to Lake Tillery.
Say 2838, 390.
And there's some kind of agricultural something. And that area there has been cleared in the fairly last couple of years, so it could be something like that, just not developed yet. We're east of Biscoe.
Set it up at 1590, like your request on level 320.
I think we probably flew right over, but there's just nothing there yet. All right, we will check it out later.
Okay.
Down to 35, open out up to 59.
The airport right here.
Okay. Yep, so that was Montgomery County Airport. Montgomery County Airport.
134.07, check this 919. 3407, Foster Road.
This is right where we turned around the first time.
2252-350.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's west of the airport, so I bet we were pretty close to it.
Right.
There's just nothing really there to see yet. All right. I'm going to fly over to the farm on the way home, and then we'll head right back to Concord. It's only a few seconds out of the way, might as well. That looks like a prison. You see that right there? Either that or a hospital.
Yeah.
Up
Oh, the blue building?
No, up a little more. See the white roof?
Yeah.
Over to the right. See that?
Oh, yeah.
Like a square building with, that looks like a prison to me, or a hospital,
right.
maybe. It's pretty fortified.
Right.
It's funny, certain shaped buildings just have a look to them.
Right.
Big solar farm. Well, not too big, but pretty big.
That's what that is right below us?
What is it?
Right below us is a solar farm?
Well, over there. Look out a little further. See those black shiny?
Oh, okay.
There might be one. I can't see right under us.
Okay. I don't think those are it, but yeah.
That's the one I was talking about, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Some water. All right, everything's still green and happy. So when we had our annual done, one of our cylinders, our number 6 cylinder was low. So I flew it, I tried my best to get that number 6 cylinder. It's hot, like safe but hot. So I ran it both on the lean side of the power curve and the rich side, and it helped. The pressure came back up. So, I mean, it could have been coincidence, but Rick helped me retest it because he's got the stuff to do it.
Okay.
So I at least feel better. You know, after replacing a cylinder, you feel like you have to baby it, but sometimes babying it does more harm than good. So I don't know, but it seemed to help. So.
Lake Tillery and everything?
This is Lake Tillery. There's the dam. You guys can see 2 dams.
Okay.
See the 2 dams? Yep. So this is part of it. This is all Uwharrie forest. thunderous. And the little river between the two dams, I've always known that as the Falls Reservoir, but there's a campground over there. So when I was a kid, that's where like the Parks and Rec would take people camping, kind of like your Boy Scout trip.
Okay.
There's a campground, and there's off-road trails and stuff, but that little lake is in between the two big lakes.
Oh, okay.
And this is Mar Mountain right here. Mar Mountain State Park. All right, so we are going over Stanley just a little bit. We've got to be above 3,100 feet. I'm going to go down a little bit because I'll get some video as we go over the farm. But yeah, this is these three little bumps that's all part of Mar Mountain State Park. I don't know which one's actually the mountain, but somewhere down there's a little boat landing on the other side of the creek. That's part of the park.
Zero, please.
There's a swimming pool. Yeah, that could be it up there, yeah. But one of them's got a parking area up on top where you can your trails and stuff. That might be it, right? I don't know. It's one of them.
Three down to zero. Take the money.
All right, yeah. So we're 1,000 feet above Stanley's traffic.
Destination 3017, that's 360 north. This is Rex Nashville.
Watch out for any traffic over there. I'm watching them on the screen, but...
That moves off, okay, yeah.
Yep, I grew up right in here. This that shopping center, one of those shopping centers. That used to be where all the kids hung out, cruised around in their cars and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you see that water tower down there. Yep. That shopping center just to the left of that. That was the old hangout.
Really?
Yep. Sky City Shopping Center. There was a Sky City department store chain that doesn't exist anymore. And we're going right over the farm in just a minute. Then I'll turn to the north a little bit towards... We used to own a restaurant downtown 30 years ago.
Oh,
that was one of the biggest mistakes of my life.
That one right there?
Well, the downtown area, it was in there. It was right in the heart of downtown. It was an old building we were renovated. That was almost a good way to end the marriage. Now we got a gym to do that.
Right.
Yeah, we're flying right over our old house.
Really?
So it'll be, I mean, I can't show it to you, but it's down there. It's over that way just a little bit. We're about to go over it. All right, now we can turn back towards Concord. All right, make a little turn. We'll be right back on course. All right, our tanks are pretty even. Everything's good. I'm due for my flight review this month. I got to come up sometime and just do some practice stuff.
Right.
I got to get that scheduled, but... Oh, so I went to Hickory a few weeks ago. I guess they're building a whole new museum there.
Oh, really?
Have you asked anybody up there?
You talking about Hickory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if,
Last time we were there, the pictures you showed me when we went up there last year.
right, yeah, it looked to me like they're building a whole new museum up on the north end. But yeah, the Harrier was over there, but the Blue Angel was still on the other side.
Oh, okay.
And the people in the museum didn't seem to know why.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of weird. All right, I need to go ahead and get the weather. Bill?
Zulu, wind 2503, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 29 or dew point 20, altimeter 3003. Visual approach for runway 2, advise Sierra. Concord information, Sierra 1650 Zulu, wind 2503, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 29 or dew point 20, altimeter 3003. Visual approach for runway 2, advise Sierra. Concord information, Sierra 1650 Zulu, wind 2503, visibility 10, sky.
All right. And we're on power.
Where's the tower? Right in front of us?
The tall tower?
Yeah.
It's going to be off to our left just a little bit. Check. Okay. All right, go ahead and get down to pattern altitude.
Shot for 110, circle back, Concord ground, runway 2, taxi to Alpha.
Not much out here.
Open country. Pretty green.
Yeah. That's a good time of year. Just enough rain to make it pretty. Do. All right, I'm going to give him a call. So, Concord Tower, Bonanza 853 Mike, 12 to the east with Sierra, full stop.
Bonanza 853 Mike, Concord Tower, roger, enter the right base for runway 2.
Right base for 2, 3 Mike. I can see the big tower off to the left, just a tiny bit right between us and the speedway.
There it is, I see it.
See the speedway just behind it?
Yep.
The big trash dump and the grandstands.
Okay. One left or right of it?
Yep, it's about to split the difference soon.
Chitcher 391, clearance. Sure, no problem. Right now it's good for another hour and a half. You need longer than that? Okay, how about this? I'll put you proposed off at 3. That'll be 1900. That'll give you 2 hours from there then. All right, no problem.
Highway 49 coming up off to our side, I believe.
Concord Tower, Skyhawk 110, steer Quebec holding short, runway 2, ready for takeoff.
Skyhawk 110, Quebec, runway 2, clear for takeoff, proceed on course.
Runway 2, clear for takeoff, proceed on course, 110, Quebec.
Yeah, the guy that built Ben's old race engine, his shop is down there.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you even know. Rick Fred.
Still in business?
What's that?
Is he still in business?
As far as I know, yeah. I know Ben just went with the crate motor last time, but the previous one had been professionally built. I still don't see the airport. Everything's all running together today.
That's what I was thinking, you know, because of that ground haze.
Yeah, I got
There's Charlotte over there. See Charlotte way over there?
Yeah, I mean, I see the speedway.
Yeah.
And I know where it is, but I just don't really see an airport.
The clarity's not there today.
Yeah.
But I can't believe all these houses.
Yep. That's that right over there, about 2 o'clock, 2:30, that's, or 1 o'clock, that's that, where Chris works when he's in town.
Oh, okay.
That lily plant.
Yeah.
So we're on the other side of it now. Now I got the airport in sight. Get around this tower and I'll sort of go over the drag strip. See the airport now over there? Can you kind of know what you're looking for?
Finally.
Kind of running. We're not quite 90 degrees to it, but we're close.
Right.
And this is the road we're getting ready to cross.
Right.
That's the one that goes by the front of my house. So if you go that way, the entrance
Concord Tower, clear track 362,
okay.
we're coming
Not the
out
back
to
entrance usually
the
comes
north
front.
to west with Sierra, inbound, southbound.
The 4-lane road.
Clear track 363, Concord Tower, enter the left down and runway 2. Left down 1 for 2, clear track 363.
All right.
That ends the 39er Mike, runway 2, clear to land, the winds are calm.
Runway 2, clear to land, clear to Mike. That's our cue. I didn't hear, he was talking to somebody else, but I didn't hear how far that plane was, but. All right. Get a little closer and we'll drop here. I don't usually come over the drag strip and dirt track, so. I don't see any cars on the new road course today. Nope. I don't see anything. All right, let's get the gear down. Actually, hey, wait another second. Get past the racetrack. Go right over Hendricks, no buildings. All right, gear's coming down. Speed's good. Can hear it. All right, green light indicates down.
King Air 351 Golf Fox, Concord ground, you're cleared to the Bravo Lima Fox Airport via the Knights 3 departure, fly-in transition. Pulaski, then direct. Climb and maintain 3,000, expect flight level, or expect 4,000 within 10 minutes. Departure frequency 128.32, squawk 5767.
A little high, I was watching the racetrack.
King Air 351 Golf Fox, read back correct.
All right, full rich, full RPM.
Clear track 336, Concord ground, runway 2, taxi via Alpha.
4 white light bulbs, that tells us we're a little high. turning red. You see it turning red?
Yep.
All right, 85 knots. Full rich, full prop. All right, land the plane. Almost took back off again. I was trying to be smooth. I kept pulling, kept pulling. And there's that moment.
Bonanza 39 Mike, turn left at Delta, taxi off to the ramp. Have a good day.
Delta Alpha the ramp. Have a good day. There's that moment where you're like, is he landing here really down? It seems like we should be on the ground by now.
Right.
All right, got everything set back for the next time.
Okay.
Pop this if you want to watch your elbow. Yep. All right.
Man, yeah, it's hot down here.
Makes a big difference.
That was nice.
Well, thanks for coming to lunch.
Oh yeah. Our pleasure.
That one was next on my